In this little box of crochet technique video, I'm going to show you how to do a needle join on your work. And to practice this, you're going to need a small piece of crochet work, scissors and a bodkin. What I've got here are two pieces of crochet, just a single round piece, to demonstrate what needle join will give you. So on the left here, this is a normal piece that I've done, and I've just finished it with a slip stitch close at the top. You can see it just creates a sort of a bump. I've purposely left the ends on because I wanted you to see it completely, you know, as it's come off the hook almost. This is an identical piece almost, but with a needle join method, and you can see, I think the join is here at the top, but you can see it's just completely smooth. Where the slip stitch gives you that little bump, yes, I know you're going to sort of sew the end in, but even before you've sewn the ends in, there's just no bump at all with the needle join. That's why it's such a lovely technique, and it's really, really easy to do. Okay, so here I am at the end of my round, and I want to fasten off because I'm ready to change colour. So I finished the last stitch that I need to do in this round, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hook out. You'll see it leaves the loop live, that's what we want, that's fine. And I'm just going to snip the yarn. We don't need to leave too much of a tail, just enough to kind of sew in later, so that's perfect. Thread your needle, and this is where I think our needle join technique differs a little bit, by leaving this live stitch here. What we're going to do is we're going to pass the needle through the loop from back to front, and what we're doing is we're sort of creating a false crochet stitch with our needle. Just pull it a little bit. You don't want to pull it too tight because the idea is that you're going to mimic the tension of the other stitches. That's what's going to give you a completely invisible join. You can see there it's starting to look like a crochet stitch already. What we need to do, because we've created an extra stitch, we've got to sit it over the top of one we've already got, else we're going to end up with too many. And the way that we do that is really, really easy. I've taken the end of my needle and I'm going to follow the line of this first true stitch here. So my chain is coming up here. Here's my chain, and here's my first true stitch, and I'm just going to follow with my needle across the top of that stitch, and the yarn of that stitch goes under this one, so my needle's going to go under there, and I will bring it through. And what's going to happen is, as I gently pull it, the round closes and that stitch will butt up against this one and create a lovely neat close. So again, taking my needle and finishing the line of that stitch that I've been following, it comes round here, and I need to put the needle back through where the yarn has come out. And what I do is it goes straight down. If you can see, it goes straight down behind the stitch that we've been following the line of, so you really completely mimic where that stitch is. Everywhere that that yarn goes, your yarn goes, and you just pull it, not too tight. Your work is closed and it's perfectly smooth. All you need to do now is sew the ends in, and that is that done. I'm going to show you it one more time. Okay, so here we were at the end of our round. Take out the hook, leave the loop live, thread the needle. There are lots and lots of technique videos. This is just the way that we worked it on our lovely Jenny's Mandala project, and we got lots of happy feedback about it. So here we go again. So needle from back to front through that live loop. Don't pull it too tight because we're mimicking the tension of the other stitches. Take the end of the needle and follow the line of the first true stitch, which is that one there, and it's going to go under that stitch, pull through, let it sit right next to it, but don't pull too tight. Follow with your needle again, go right back in where the yarn has come out and straight down, following the line of that stitch, straight down. pull through, and that's needle join. That stitch is now able to be worked into on the next round, and it's totally invisible and you won't know it's there.